Greetings, I am the Reverend Wizard, and this is the Astro-Tarot forecast for Libra, April 2017. Welcome, our balanced brothers and sisters, the Libra, those of the Libran persuasion. I am choosing 3 cards to see what the energy is for April, for this month. Let us see what the cards have in store. The Death card. I know, sounds ominous, right? Not so much. Not so much. It's a beautiful card. The Death card is a card of transformation. It is the transformation of the caterpillar to the butterfly. It is where we are moving towards organic change, change that is going to be happening whether we like it or not, right? And the more that we're aware of it, and the more that we're in sync with it, the more that we can be accepting, then it will go easier for us. But it is the change that allows us to grow wings. It is the change that we are looking for ourselves to become that person. And yes, sometimes there are growing pains, but it's the reward of it, right? Is it outweighs the temporary, the temporary discomfort. The second card, ooh, very strong card. The High Priestess. And the High Priestess is the card of digging deep, going deep within, and being able to read the symbols and interpret the dreams, and to look at that which is below the surface within ourself, and to be able to make sense of it. With these 2 cards, right, it's like the High Priestess, very intuitive, highly intuitive, very sensitive, right? And as we move towards this change, this transformation that is occurring for us, it's important that we remain in an intuitive state where we trust ourselves, right? Especially in those times when it feels like we don't know how it's all going to work out for ourselves. It's important to stay connected to our intuitive self. And the Empress is a card of great creativity, of that which we are giving birth to as well, that which is inside of us that needs to come out. There is a Hebrew symbol on the Empress. Oops, sorry. And that symbol, Daleth, is the door, the doorway, right? And so we are in the process of giving birth. And by we, I mean you. Libra, you're in the process of giving birth to a great creative force within. And this force, it's guided by your own intuition as far as the timing of it, the nature of it. It's very much it's very personal. It's a very of a personal nature, right? But it's important to let this birth occur, because it does lead towards one becoming allowing themselves, right, to be more freer, more at ease. It's part of that death process, right? Part of the dying process is letting go, right? Part of the creative process is letting go. Once one gives birth to their creation, they have to let it go. It's like you can steer, you can guide it, but how it finds itself in the world, how people respond to it, that is not within your realm of control. And so one lets go. And I think of the person who, like the musician, right, who creates a song and then they play it for someone and they're hovering over that person as they're listening to it, looking for reactions, looking for a toe tapping or, some kind of movement. Just like, what do you think? What do you think? And this is not the place to be in. The place to be in is where one sees the overall value of releasing it, getting it outside of themselves, moving it outside of themselves, and then being able to let go and to know that it will have a life of its own. It's like a child, It's like you can guide, you can nurture, and yet this person is going to have a life of their own. So you let go. And the same is true of creative projects, of those expressions within us, right, that are creative, that we invest time in. And there is that process also, as much as one enjoys creating something, one is able to end it, right, as far as to let it go and say, okay, I am done with this now. It has a life of its own. I hope this is of service, Libra, because I think that Libra is very well wired, adept at understanding, that nature, right? The balance of it. And so it's about putting that into practical use. That part of ourself where, we're able to create and then and let go. And by letting go, we create room for new ideas, new projects, new energy to come in. So it's a very natural thing. Again, this idea of the transformation, right? It's an organic process, and we allow the wings to take place so that we are moving to a higher level, within ourselves, within our own abilities, and what it is that we are actually doing here on the planet. All right. So I hope this is of service, and many blessings, and have a beautiful April.